but you might have seen some of the migrants and all. But let us not go into the details of the migrant issues and all. Let me introduce you, what is the corporate governance here? In fact, what my speakers, most of them said about what the corporate governance is. It's like nowadays corporate governance is nothing, it's being taught by everybody. When the child is talking about corporate governance. The reason is mainly some of the major corporate scandals, like Satyam, Enron, and WorldCom, all these things. It's much popular than the Commonwealth Games. It took the international attraction because of the Satyam episode. Let me tell you, corporate governance is a set of processes, policies, laws, and institutions affecting the way a company is controlled and administered. So some aspect of the corporate governance is there in the law, but however, it comes from a transparent, ethical, responsible corporate governance enshrined in the business entity itself. It is globally, it's not a law. So let me tell you frankly what Mr. Naman said. Corporate governance, corporate people are not taking care of the people and they're just public. They're not taking care of the public at all. Unlike developed countries, where USA and UK, the corporate governance topic is hotly debated because of major scandals. Like Enron, WorldCom, then they started saying, oh, there should be some governance for this. But in India, we started voluntary. Voluntary starting is there. In fact, especially in 1991, when the economic crisis was there, and when India started inviting all the foreign investment, when the market was mature, the stock market was mature, and especially the coincidence is that the Cadbury Committee report in UK was released. Then industry started, that triggered the discussions among the industrial group. Let us have, in view of the Cadbury Committee report, what kind of governance we should have. That is voluntarily taken by the industrial group. It's not nowhere, as I said earlier, some aspects were there in the law, but it should be ingrained in the business entity. So it's like somewhere CIA started the Indian industry, and of course later on so many committees came into the picture, like Kumar Mangal Birla Committee, where SEBI took a very good initiation. Kumar Mangal Birla Committee is very prominent because they introduced the clause 49 in the stock exchange agreement, listing agreement. So as per the clause 49, which is very prominent, there should be audit committee should be there. Other than this audit issue, this committee also very prominent is the constitution of the board of directors and the board procedures and mandatory requirement for the disclosure, which is very prominent for this report of the Kumar Mangal. Then followed by a narration of the committee, which they primarily took up the issue of this audit committee, and they elaborated the audit committee should be an independent audit committee rather than appointed by the shareholders. Mainly in India, family business, like the different structures are there in India, which have come later. And then coming to the Narayana Murthy Committee, which is this is very important committee, which said about the internal control, and as Mr. Murthy said about what is the internal procedure in the banking system. It is the one, Narayana Murthy Committee, the one which spelled about internal controls and risk management system in company. So we have, of course, this is not the set tool for a country. This is a corporate governance mechanism because it varies from country to country. Like we generally follow the Anglo-American system. Broadly in the world, two systems are there. One is Anglo-American system where market will have the say. The other one is banking, mainly based on the bank-based system that is mainly followed in Japan and Germany. We regularly follow the Anglo-American system. But when we put a module, when we put a governance lead, we should take care of this different system. Because why we follow Anglo-American, but it's not completely follow the Anglo-American system. We follow the middle path of both the systems. The reason is that we have different kinds of such structures in business structures here in India. We have somebody like highly dispersed shareholding. Few examples in Infosys, in ICICI, where they have the dispersed shareholding and professional managers are there. Where the other one is the concentrated ownership and management. What is the kind of, it's like, that I don't have to tell you, the Tatas and all, Birlas. And public, then there are other structures called public sector with government ownership and professional management, like BHEL and banks, most of the nationalized banks. And multinational corporations are there. And family ownership but professional management are very few of course. So because of this, though the basic corporate legal structure is American Anglo-American structure, share ownership is far less dispersed. Financial institutions play a much bigger role in financial corporate activity. Share ownership and board representation of financial institutions give these bodies the ability to serve as important monitors and management activities through the relationship. Of course, whatever now the big failure in the Indian market is that whatever is the role given to the financial institution bank as a nominated director in a particular company, still they don't have a say in the financing because it is controlled by the concentrated ownership by concentrated shareholding of a particular family. Naturally, the banks will have no say, and that should not be the proper governance rule. That will, I think, if the chair permits me, I would like to say one of the few of the things which are very, which everybody can read it in the guidelines issued by the Minister of Corporate Affairs regarding the governance. What I would like to emphasize here is that above the procedural aspect in the internal system, which is very important, which the outsider shareholder will not be knowing what is happening inside, which I would like to say, as I said earlier, it should come as willpower. It should come as a passion for good governance. So that's some of the things which I like to point out here is that oversight of the risk management. The board should expand the risk oversight beyond the financial control. For example, enterprise-wide risk analysis, like some competition from foreign companies, and all of a sudden the management will be doing the competition like this, and we should like this. This is the risk. We should have the oversight of the risk beyond the financial control, other than the financial support. We should have the competition also in the picture. For this kind of achievement, there should be a strategic review every quarter or every annual or every quarterly. The other thing is board's ability to articulate business strategy and the main risks that could drive the strategic decisions in the near and long term. Boards that do not concentrate on the company's strategic plan will have significant disadvantage in coming to the consensus about this risk because management will say something else. Because board never understand what is happening, what is the strategy behind this company. The other thing is, it also depends on the fact, board structure must complement management practices. Management practices to address risk must be complemented by the board. Naturally, what will happen, even the managers, professional managers go to the board and say, these are the risk factors. But board will definitely not complement with whatever the topics raised by the management. So the other thing is that for this kind of professional management, there should be independent directors, which I think guidelines have come to the Minister of Corporate. There is a very big foundation called National Foundation for Corporate Governance. organized by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and SEBI is also part of this. So there should be a periodic review where the committees for the risk oversight should be planned well in advance about the risk that is coming to the company. Now the other thing is the strategic oversight. Mainly, generally boards concentrate on compliance with the duty blindly rather than on the strategic oversight. Without going into the debate, what I would like to point out here is that fundamental responsibility of the board is to support, advise, and oversight of the management development of the strategic plan and plan execution. So, for this kind of thing, strategic plan, there should be a continuous meeting of at least non-executive directors and the independent directors, which I don't want to discuss the big topic. Independent director, appointment of the independent directors, there is a guidelines for this again. Why generally we have that kind of culture to appoint independent directors. But it is, as I said, it is a concentrated ownership which is appoint the independent director, but ultimately independent director will not be having any say in the strategic decision. For this, independent director should be appointed by the nomination committee, which is independent of the owner. So that there should be non-executive directors meeting should be there with the independent directors. And some of the advisors like advocates, like accountants, who are appointed not by the beginning, again, owners or concentrated shareholders. It should be appointed by the independent directors. That is the main point. Advocates or accountants who are affiliated, it happens like a Satyam again. So what will happen is appointed by the owners or concentrated shareholders, definitely they will take in favor of the thing, they will be a part of it. Now, coming to the management succession planning, which is very important here. Board should define its role in the process of and determine which management positions are such critical positions to discuss among the board. And the board should always be informed about the leadership development process among the members and who are the possible candidates for this succession. Like succession planning should be revisited regularly unless circumstances dictate. Like sometimes we have to do some particular manager position. It is okay. Otherwise, it should be reviewed regularly by the board. Long-term planning is must because this will avoid risk in the business continuity. Yes, and in fact, there are other points which I would like to say, but the other one, the main important point I would like to stress here is that communication with the engagement of the board with the shareholders, which is not a very good general practice in India, but it is there in other developed countries, where shareholders will have stay in election voting and all. So for this, what I suggest, what I thought is good for the good corporate governance, convincingly communicate companies' pay for performance goals to the shareholders. Eliminate to the extent practicable controversial pay practices. Consider a dialogue about the executive compensation with the main advisory board consists of lawyers and accountants so that they can carry forward the shareholders. Now the final thing which I want to, of course, it's not that these numbers still matter. Indeed, a good accounting and good financial reporting should play an important role in informing the process of development and known financial performance and conditions. It is therefore good audit process is necessary. The appointment of auditors ought to be shifted from the power of the controlling shareholders to independent audit committee. Rotation of auditors is very desirable. Finally, what I understood from my experience in the corporate development is that about maintaining an appropriate balance of responsibility about the key players.